Y'all, what up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Manifesting Stardom. This is your boy Jamai, and this is my journey to being the biggest star in the world. We're in the gym today, and we're hitting shoulders. We're hitting all three-handed and deltoids. And visually and symbolically, shoulders are a representation of carrying weight, carrying pressure, carrying responsibility. And I just wanted to talk about a topic that I feel like a lot of people deal with, a lot of us that are dreamers and are creatives or entrepreneurs or artists. It's about sometimes why you're feeling stuck. And the truth is you don't need more time. You just need to be obsessed more. You need to give yourself license to be more obsessed. And so that means that you need to have more intensity, you need to have more pressure so that you can handle more weight. And that's why we hit the shoulders, because the shoulders symbolize, handling more weight and being able to carry all the things that you gotta handle as an adult, as an entrepreneur, as a creator. So I start off with abs, like I do all the time, and then we're gonna start with a few different exercises for the shoulders. Put my timer on, go for an hour. We're gonna try to hit 400 active calories. I'm at 150 pounds on the ab machine. I'm gonna put on my book. All right, we're on the second set. This is the second set. Yeah, this is the third set. All right, last set. Woo! All right, I am on shoulders now. We're gonna do our front lateral raise for our front shoulders, front deltoid. What I got my birthday. Tell me how you. Last one. Getting tired now.
this will be my third set. Just a little tired already. All right, this is the last set for the front delts. Man. All right, so we did that. Now we're going to do the side cable flies, and that's what really gets those side delts. So let's go. Nope. The thing is, man, you gotta be extreme. Most people want exceptional lives, but they're not willing to do exceptional things. And so I know for me, somebody that's been labeled as extreme, or a lot of people tell me I don't have no middle, I'm either on one end of the spectrum or the other. I'm a polar opposite. I'm a polarizing person. You know what I'm saying? When I go for something, I go extreme. If I love you extreme. If I don't, then I don't want nothing to do with you. There's no real middle for me with everything. That's why I hate stuff like small talk. I hate surface level conversations. I always want to go deep. And so that's how I am with my pursuit of my career. And I think that is a concept that we all as people just need to embrace, that like, you don't need more time, you just need to be more obsessed. You need to be more extreme. I now have a schedule where I schedule my mornings down to the minute, down to when I'm breaking and to when I'm getting up, to when I, do everything that I do. It's on a time schedule, because if you don't be aggressive with your time, then your time will be taken by other things. And so that's the main thing we need to focus on. And the scripture I thought about was Ecclesiastes 9:10. It says, whatever thy hand findeth to do, do it with all thy might. Like, practice when I'm tired of practicing, when I don't feel like editing, but I know I have that. I told myself I would put a video out every day. Even that's an example of it. Like, nobody starts YouTube and does a video a day. Like, My thing is, if I need to learn lessons, I need to maximize how quickly I can learn this lesson so that I can get to the successful part. You know what I'm saying? So if it takes me 1,000 videos to break into my one video, then the faster I can get through that 1,000 is the better. You know what I mean? The better for me. So there's no cheat in the game. All you can do is put in the work and let, your reps show the results. So, but I'm on my second set for the cable flies. Shit. All right. My last set. Oh my lordy. All right, now we're on back to the rear delts. We're gonna pull this rope slowly to our forehead and engage those rear delts. I'm at 180 pounds. My lats hurting from yesterday, hitting back. Another thing I learned too is that intensity compresses time. You know what I'm saying? One focused year can outperform 10 distracted years, because the more you add intensity, the more obsessed you become with whatever that thing is, that compounds consistently. So like, it's all the more reason to just add more obsession to whatever the dream is, whatever the goal is. Just put a little more work in. And when you put more in, put a little bit more in. Some people spend years trying because they never really mentally lock in. Like, lock in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been so diligent about my time. You can't really approach this thing casually. And so I've just been giving myself permission to be extreme. Because I've been labeled as an extremist. And so I'm taking off the bad label of that and I'm putting it as a good label. It's good to be extreme. It's good to be over the top, because you want over the top results. You want an over the top life. You know what I'm saying? But you don't get an over the top life by doing things when it's convenient, doing things when you feel like it, doing things casually. You get an over the top experience by being diligent, by being extreme. And so that's why I don't take days off from the gym. A lot of people might be against that, but I don't take days off because life provides its own days off. Like if I say I'm gonna go to the gym every single day, that means that the day where I can't make it to the gym is one missed day. As opposed to if I say I only work 3 days out the week, I go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But then when something happens on Friday and I haven't gone Thursday, now that's 2 days in a row I ain't there. Now I ain't going Saturday or Sunday. You know what I'm saying? But if you go every day, that means that you're building momentum. 2, your body, you're learning and you're growing. Your intensity is compounding your success. And then 3, whenever you do miss a day, you wouldn't have missed 2 days in a row, or you wouldn't miss too many days in that week because your rest day has been inevitably changed because you had an emergency, or because you had to work late, or because you had to pick up somebody or help your family or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I think this is my last set. Oh no, this is my second set with this. All right. I think this is my last set, but I'm not sure. I think that was my last set, but if it ain't, it's gonna be my last set. All right, we hitting the shoulder press. Trying to think, should I do 100 pounds? Yeah, go for 100 pounds. 100 pounds. Here we go. Pressure builds strength. Heavy weight builds shoulders. Heavy life builds your mind. The pressure you're under right now just might be the pressure that you need that'll make you able to handle the pressure that comes with massive success. So just understand that, like, the heavier the weight, man, the bigger them shoulders gonna be. The harder you go through, the harder you go through struggles, or the harder life gets, the stronger you become. And so that's where we always need to thank God and be in pure gratitude. I talked about this in my blog earlier today. Is James 1 and 2. Consider this your gift when tests and trials come your way. The word tells us to consider it a gift, like it's actually a gift, because that pressure, that hardness, that hardship is what is really building you to be stronger. So we just gotta do what we gotta do, man. Third set. All right, this is gonna be my last set because I ran out of time. All right, y'all, that's my episode for the day. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Manifest Stardom. We hit shoulders, and I gotta pee really bad. So I'll see y'all tomorrow.